So the VALPAR work sample series is originally what my video was going to be on, but we did discover that this was bought out back in 2020. It was a standardized assessment, but for the purpose of this video, we're going to do the Rolyan multifunctional workstation, which is more of a therapeutic activity. So it does help identify different areas of functions, such as physical components that are like complete upper extremity range of motion, some sitting, squatting, kneeling tolerance, some fine motor coordination, as well as muscular strength and endurance. And it also does look at different functions such as cognitive perceptual motor skills, such as being able to follow instructions, being able to look at right and left discrimination, some sequencing and problem solving, as well as organizational skills. So the different populations that this therapeutic activity could be used on would be people that have suffered a traumatic brain injury, some traumatic hand injuries, some upper extremity injuries, as well as different back and lower extremity injuries or other neurological conditions.
Girl, I'm about to go get my nails done. They're looking a little rough. What is this crazy pain?
Well, let me tell you all about it. So this is the Rolyan multifunctional workstation. It does consist of 5 different aluminum panels along with some nuts, some bolts, and some washers. So as occupational therapists, we can actually deconstruct this and have a client reconstruct it in 20 different therapeutic modes. And yes, and so it really helps us as occupational therapists make sure when a client's ready to be able to re-enter work after an injury, to make sure they can still do the line of work they used to do, such as a contractor, a plumber, an electrician, people that work on automobiles, and it helps us be able to realize the areas that they need work on, whether it's motor skills or cognitive perceptual motor skills, and it helps us be able to develop interventions to help them prevent further injuries as well as energy conservation ideas.
Wow, very cool.
All right. So with the Rolyan, it technically, since it is a therapeutic activity and not a standardized assessment, there's really no set scores or standards with it. So as you can see in the work template, it actually gives you step-by-step instructions on how to start off and then how to construct the box in the workstation. And so as a therapist, you would just have to go strictly off of observation and figure out, so you know, if it did take them a lot longer to work on that specific station that you set up for them, then they have difficulties within that area, whether it was the physical aspect or the cognitive perceptual motor skills aspect. But then if they were to finish the box in the activity within a really quick time, then you know that they're not really struggling within that area. So to give these results to an interdisciplinary team, it'd be very important to be able to whether it was a physical or whether it was the more cognitive aspect that needs to be worked on and who you need to relay that information to. So with those different areas, it does tell you the specific sections being worked on, and it helps further therapeutic interventions and goals for that client within that specific given area that you would communicate within your documentation.